for the horror with your hosts with most Cannibal. As always, welcome back. So I came home today. Just got home from work a little bit ago. Took my little Peanut for a walk and everything, and I noticed as Peanut and I were coming back from our walk that there was a package on my doorstep, and I honestly thought it was something someone else in the house ordered. Picked up the package, saw it was for me from my good friend Mike Hatfill. I'm going to show you off. I'm going to show off to you what he sent today, plus previous things that he has sent me. He has sent me quite a bit over the last couple of months. Mike, I am so sorry that I have not been showing off kind of what you've sent me. I apologize. But hey, we're gonna see what he has been sending me. What the fudge is going on with my hair? Whatever. I'm over it. Whatever. So anyway, so the item that actually he sent me today, not a movie or anything, but something that he looks like he had picked up at a store or something, and he actually wrote me a nice little letter just saying, saw this, thought of you, hope you've got a place to put it. I've got a couple of places, maybe do a little rearranging and put this up so it is in view, but what he picked me up was, and it's very appropriate, is this nice little picture that says stay sassy, because yeah, you gotta stay sassy, man. Sassy life for life, man. So yeah, no, Mike, I love it. Like I said, I'm gonna try and find a spot where even if I've gotta rearrange a few things behind me, so that way it is on display for you guys and everything. I love it. Stay. Okay, so on to movies. So over the last few months, like I said, he's been sending me a few movies. I got 4 of them here. I believe this is all that he has sent me. I can't remember anything else that he has sent me. If I have missed something, Mike, I am so sorry. First couple movies are some classic 70s disaster movies. Probably the prime of disaster movies, in my opinion. But anyway, first one up that he had sent me, which I actually started watching, but for some reason, and it's not even a boring movie, but I think I was so tired that I ended up like starting to fall asleep, so I need to rewatch it. But no, it is, from what I watched of it, it is really good, and I think I have actually seen this in the past, and that is Earthquake. Listen to this cast. Charlton Heston, Ava Gardner, George Kennedy, Lauren Green, Genevieve Bejules, Richard Roundtree, co-starring Marjorie Gartner, Barry Sullivan, Lloyd Nolan, and Victoria Principal. So, yeah. Like I said, I started watching it. It is actually really interesting. It is, like I said, 70s, I believe, is like the prime for disaster movies. You want a good disaster movie? Screw the 80s, screw the 90s, screw now. You want disaster movies, you gotta check this one out, along with the next movie, which I used to watch obsessively with one of my older sisters. Whenever it was on TV, we were always watching it. We were obsessed with it. But yeah, and that is the Poseidon Adventure, the OG. Don't watch the fucking remake, dude. I'm just saying. I think I've seen parts of the remake. It fucking sucks. But listen to this cast: Gene Hackman, Ernest Borgnine, Red Buttons, Carol Lindley, Roddy McDowell, Stella Stevens, and Shelley Winters. Yeah, so basically this is about a boat, a cruising boat with passengers that ends up capsizing for whatever reason. I'm assuming if memory serves, like some sort of fire or something in probably like the engine room. I don't know, it's been forever. Once again, I have not popped this one in, and he sent this literally 2 months ago, around there. So, but it's just, it is such a great movie, guys. Next 2 movies were movies that he from him about a month ago that he was kind of selling, and I kind of had put on his video of like, I think I might be interested in these couple of movies or whatever, and he actually just went ahead and sent them to me. So Michael, thank you so much. I just called you Michael, I'm sorry, I hope you don't mind. But first one up, it's one that Now, I know a lot of you might be like, but Jenna, it's a remake. I know, I'm very hard on remakes, but this one I remember seeing in the theaters, kind of semi-enjoying it. Definitely love the original much more, but that is House on Haunted Hill. Yeah, I mean, I remember kind of having fun with this one. I mean, I remember seeing this, like I said, in the theaters when I was a teen, so I think that's kind of why I do have a little bit of a fondness for this one, because I saw it in theaters. That was when I was really kind of starting to, instead of like watching whatever movies that my siblings were watching, really kind of branching out on my own and checking out other movies. Plus, too, when this came out, I had no idea that this was a remake, so I'm just saying. And then, last but not least, one that I'm like super stoked that he actually sent me was is because number one, the first one, the copy I had was a used copy, and like one of the sides is so scratched up that it gets to a certain point that it just starts like skipping like crazy, and I can never remember like which side. Like you would think I would learn to like remember which side and set it in to just be able to pop into my Blu-ray player. But no, I'm glad that I actually have a newer version of this. Plus, this has the second one, which is one that I did not have in my collection. I do actually have the third in one of those little, like, I think like midnight releases or something, multi-pack, 6 or 8 multi-pack. So I'm like really kind of happy that I've got all 3 now. And maybe one of these days I'll do a nice little franchise review. But that is the Butterfly Effect collection. Obviously, we have the first one here and we have the second one. So I am very, very stoked to check this one out as well. It's been forever since I've seen the Butterfly Effect. So, but yeah. So Michael, thank you so much once again. Like I said, I'm sorry that I haven't really been procrastinating on kind of showing off the items that you've been sending me and everything. It is just, you always make my day. You really do. You really do. So, plus on top of that, I have been buying a few movies over the last few months that I really have not been showing off. I'm sorry. And like coloring books. Hopefully one of these days I will get all those things together and do a little like, what have I been buying? But till next time, as always, once again, Michael, thank you so much for all the wonderful gifts you've been sending me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Till next time, guys, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.